What is going on, everybody? It is Josh and Aaron here with the Finlay Mortgage team. Thanks, everybody, for coming on today. Today, we're actually having a phenomenal conversation with real estate agent extraordinaire, Emma Pace. Emma is a real estate agent out of the Toronto area, has all the info in regards to residential real estate, leasing. We actually go and watch a lot of her videos to keep track of the market pulse and what's going on. With this video, it's kind of just like an informal conversation. We're going to talk about what's happening in the real estate market.
What are you guys seeing on your side? I mean, obviously you're not participating in the offers, but you're hearing the feedback from all of your clients in these smaller markets. So what are the offer counts? Like, I know for us, the lowest offer count I've been in this year would be maybe 10 or 12. Right. So I don't know if that's standard across the board, but are you seeing that too?
So like, it depends on the client that we deal with. So general, like primary markets, 100%. A lot of the people that we're dealing with are investors, and they're trying to find off-market opportunities because of the pressure that's happening with the listings on market. Obviously, if you're going off market, you're able to negotiate a little bit more favorably if you don't have anybody against you. But the majority of our clients are going head to head against people. It's causing people to put themselves in situations where obviously you understand they can't you can't have any conditions. Like, it's definitely a riskier market, and the ones who have the goals at the moment or have the capital to be able to make moves are the ones doing it. But I
feel like
challenging.
Sorry, man. Sorry to cut you off. I was going to say, I feel like even these off-market deals, though, right? They used to be like, hey, it's me and the seller, and let's negotiate this. But it almost to me is like a sub MLS. It's like, okay, cool. If I can't make it happen on MLS, I still have to go and kind of compete over here. I just am like one layer deeper than the average Joe, but I'm still seeing, like, on our side of things with off-market deals, like, there's still good demand for those.
Yeah, I just had a client. I think it was a sixplex either in Chatham or in Sudbury, but he said that there was 10 offers all the day early that went in. And, so I mean, that just goes to show right there how hot the market still is. And I saw something, I think it was on Instagram, on Facebook, but I saw, it was a wholesaler, but assignment deals are now holding like offers for people coming in to offer up. And I'm like, well, now we're just going into bidding wars on assignments. So like, it's just carrying over through all the transactions. It's wild.
I mean, look, we have a supply issue, ultimately, is what it is. And if we're seeing this spillover from, a traditional market to all of these smaller markets that would have, typically not seen multiple offers, assignments, off-market deals, all that kind of stuff, it just really hits the nail on the head that, like, we need more inventory because the demand is so strong out here, and we have nothing. Like, in Toronto right now, we sort of broke it down in the GTA. So, like, Peel and Durham region have 2 weeks worth of inventory. Not even a month, like 2 weeks. If another house didn't hit the market, like, there would be no homes for sale in Durham or Peel. We say, oh, well, let's just look at Toronto and let's look at York. They're at like 5 weeks or something like that. And it's like, oh, there's twice as much inventory in Toronto and Peel. And it's like, yeah, it's still a month, right? So it's crazy when you hear people's perspective on that because I've never seen anything like it. It's literally insane. But I mean, presumably it's because of this lockdown. I mean, when we had the lockdown in the summer, right, we obviously saw listings pull back. We typically see that in the summer anyways, but at least people could go out and go for a walk or meet their friends at a park and, have a beer in the park or whatever they wanted to do. Now it's like, no one's going for a walk in minus 17. So I know there's so many sellers in our pipeline that have their houses ready to go, but they're not hitting the market until they're, well aware that these lockdown restrictions have eased up.
Yeah, I think, I've heard it from quite a few people as well. It's a lot of people are waiting until the spring market. I think anticipating obviously a boost in values as well.
I
think it's kind of like a catch-22. I think you see appreciation moving at such a high pace right now, but if the entire inventory floods the market, is it going to do what it's actually supposed to do? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've had that question as well. I still think the demand is so high that even if we saw a quote-unquote flood to the market, like prices are rising at such a high rate now that sellers, I can't think of any sellers in my list that I would advise, hey, if your condo neighbors sold for $700K and you have a couple competitors on the market, why don't you just dump it at 625? We'd rather just ride it out. But that's the challenge right now. I mean, to be honest, this is the absolute best time I've ever seen for people that have tricky listings. We had an estate sale that before the new year, we had it listed. I think it was on the market for like 40 days or something like that. It was a condo that needed quite a bit of work. Like, is a large condo. We're probably talking like 100, 200 grand, and it isn't a very nice building, but very slow for showings. The seller was like relatively motivated. They were like, let's just get rid of this thing. And then she was like, you know what, let's just take this off. And I'm like, yeah, let's just wait until the new year and see what happens. Posted it, I think, on the 12th or 13th of this month, whatever it was. Full ask in one day. And like a flood of showings. So it just goes to show how different the market can be within 30 days, 40 days.